I'm sorry. She's dead. Deal with it.
Everything's fine.
Look, there she is. She's fine.
Where did you get that?
Bless you.
Oh, that's so nice.
Does your friend take commissions?
That's not 20.
And then we donate.
Let's see if
Mr. Lincoln can
How much time
persuade
and
you.
material do you think goes into making a plushie? It's way more than $20 worth. Let's give artists their due. Wow, get out. Get out. Wow. Oh my god.
Hey! There's my knuckle.
Hi, Kiki.
What a nerd. Hey, oh, my Starbucks. Thank you.
We were making jokes about showing up 10 minutes early without Starbucks. You got the best of both worlds.
I do.
I definitely.
I didn't think Postmates delivered in the convention center.
Wait, what? Oh,
Yeah.
my own personal.
Not everyone has
Yeah,
Postmates.
I don't use Postmates.
Yeah,
we do have it in New York. I just don't use it.
Okay. I'm guessing that's not a thing here. Yeah, I was actually talking to a Lyft driver about it. As I mentioned Postmates, and he's like, "What's that?" I was like, "Oh, it's this thing that gives you food. It's wonderful."
We have a Favor here in Austin, and it's not the same because I moved from Portland when I was using Postmates. Favor is just not. It's not.
I feel like it's like
doesn't
I can
involve
just
bikes.
The like $2.75 subway fare is like cheaper than paying for a delivery. But I also can get the Taco Bell 2 blocks away from me delivered, and that is dangerous.
I mean,
Love my Taco Bell.
I wouldn't need Postmates for anything else if Taco Bell.
I know. It's
Okay, but
literally
it's
2 blocks
2
away, but
a.m.
sometimes I'm in bed and like, do I want to walk 2 blocks?
But if it's 2 a.m., I don't want to be walking 2 blocks anyway.
True.
Hey, arm guy, can you
Really
give us
quick,
a round
there's
of
the
applause?
arms dealer from last
You monster!
I don't know. I find that a little. I don't know. I find that a little disarming. It starts.
Katie, that was almost as funny as the last 50 million times I've heard that pun.
Come on, give me a hand. Give me a hand. Hey. Why? So do those come in handy?
My friend MK is making Yang's robot arm for the Yang cosplay, and we're like, we're talking about
You have 4 arms.
how like
and
what
4
if
arms.
Yang's arm was also a gun?
6?
And I was like, it'll be a handgun.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really good.
Well, you put your finger on that one.
I'm right here.
So you don't watch my videos.
That's
well,
fair. Bye, guys. This has been fun.
Friend, that's what happens when you have a
You beat me to it,
dependency.
Meg. I was about to say that.
You ever wonder why we're here?
This is the pre-show entertainment.
No, I never wonder why we're here.
Semper Fi, bitch. I don't think you're there yet.
15 years later, and it's still funny.
Yeah.
This is as good as it's gonna get.
This
by
is
the
the
way.
pre-show entertainment. Come on, y'all. Perfect. Plenty of time.
I don't know if I can deal with another 4 minutes of puns.
Can I clear the room?
Challenge accepted.
You'll be the first to go.
Bye.
Does.
Well, yeah. It's our reaction videos.
Yeah.
There are some, but he can't see it
I can't see
anyways.
from here.
I can't hear him.
So,
it's all good.
laying this out right now.
Bad a bitch.
I already told them I would eat them if they spoiled Arnold.
Oh, I was going to say, like, for this week's Red versus Blue, I've seen it. She hasn't. So, if anyone says anything,
so good.
Well, normally I wouldn't care as badly, but Katie was saying it was so good.
It was really
that I
Look forward
need,
to that
I
reaction
need to stay
video.
unspoiled.
You need to be protected.
So
There are
don't
some
be that guy. Be cool.
Good moments. Well, I'm looking forward to that reaction video.
No spoilers for the
We
Ruby
might be
panel,
filming that
too.
reaction video tomorrow with about
Good.
10 other people because that's how many people are in our
It is
Airbnb.
One of those where it's like,
Those are the best.
And we've all seen it except her.
So like I'm just sitting there in the middle, and 9 people are just
We're all
staring at me for the entire video.
yeah, that panel was like, how many people were in that panel? Like
Many.
a lot, like hundreds of people all screaming at once.
That must have been amazing.
I do troll counting. 1, 2, 3, many lots.
If it's better than the murder room, I'm super
Yeah.
excited.
For the-
Like I love
Fuck
the murder room,
the murder fridge.
but I love the murder room.
Fuck the murder fridge. We'll talk to Jen Brown later.
I know. I'm really excited.
So,
I'll be behind the camera dying.
so I owe Joe Nicolosi like 20 jars of ashes. Because it's a tradition. Because I've given them Pura's ashes, and I gave it to Jen Brown and Miles. I did Doyle's stuff, and then
Didn't you put a glow stick in Doyle's?
Oh wait, shh.
Wow.
I have to eat myself now.
Bow chica?
Or
Whatever. He didn't catch it. It's fine. And so yeah.
You just spoil me? Why are you spoiling me for?
No, you didn't hear what I
At
said.
this point, you need to just bring him like a bag of potting soil. Like, you need an entire bag for all of that.
Oh Jesus Christ! But
Or a bag of ice.
But no, I'm gonna bring him like a giant jar, and I'm gonna do like the layers,
Of all the fallen characters.
just all of them.
Oh.
Which plushie do you want? Do you want Penny or another character?
Oh my god, what are their commission rates? Well, no, support artists, but also I have to pay rent?
so people are gonna throw some hands soon.
Okay.
She gets it.
Yeah, if she can't pay rent, I'm in trouble.
Yeah. There are people here who don't get that joke.
Oh, we're roommates.
People are like, oh.
No.
I don't creepy stare at people I don't know. Usually.
That's debatable.
I only did it to Miles once.
I actually
That he knows
think
of.
It might be time. It might be time to start the.
It is
panel.
time.
And on that note, woo! Are we streaming? Are we live?
I don't know.
You're live? Someone's nodding. All right.
We're live.
Oh.
Okay.
So
Nice.
y'all missed the
Nice.
pre-show in which
Understand.
we explained everything that's going to happen for the next season of RWBY. So sorry that you guys missed that, but someone in the Twitch
Introduction?
chat is screaming now.
Oh god.
So who is this to my right?
Oh, I'm Allie. I'm Allison Beggs on YouTube, and I'm a cosplayer, and yeah.
Hi, I'm Muriel. I do reaction videos. Ruby Red versus Blue, and then I have a Tumblr blog, The Meta, which is why I'm threatening to eat you all sometimes. But,
Oh yeah, my Tumblr is actual Agent Carolina.
yeah.
Oh, is that what your thing? That's a red versus blue thing?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
That's my
pretty
RT
cool,
blog.
because I now know what that means.
Yeah, so yeah, I just threatened to eat people on Tumblr, and it's funny because like when I follow them, it goes the meta is following you.
Oh, that's pretty neat.
I remember getting that notification, and I
that's
had
so
this
crazy.
moment of, oh
That's
Christ.
So who are you?
My name's Arnold, also known as Murder of Birds on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, all that jazz. My Rooster Teeth.
Woot woot. Yeah.
I make a bunch of different content, but I'm mostly known for my reactions, reviews, discussions on RWBY, and recently starting Red vs. Blue. Currently on season 6, and I'm making my way through. And
You're on season 6.
And everyone just kind of takes a deep breath
You're on
and lets
season
it
6?
out.
yeah,
He's so
season
close.
6, episode 9
Oh my
was the
gosh.
last episode I
Season
watched.
6 is my favorite.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Let me know when you finish what you think.
And to my left.
I am Katie Cullen. You can follow me all over the social medias and on YouTube at Kiaxet. That is Kiaxet. And I have a nice canned little social media rattle off because I'm also an AfterBuzz TV host. Yay! And who the hell are you?
I'm Megan Salinas, aka the Menguin, on Twitter and Instagram. I do reaction videos with Katie. I have my own little YouTube channel called Silver Screams where we talk about horror things, and I'm a host on AfterBuzz TV, and it's a good time.
All right. I asked Twitter, Tumblr, all the interwebs to send me reaction videos if you make them, so we can include you guys in the intro video. So it wasn't just us, because it is a community panel. And it's about everyone in the community, not just 5, 6 people.
Yeah.
Well, damn, I thought
Yeah.
we were special.
We like to organize this panel, but we like to have this compilation because you guys matter too, and it's about community, not just what Allie said. Roll with it, go.
So thank you guys for whoever is here or is watching from afar who submitted.
I think it was awesome how quickly the submissions came in, too.
Oh,
Yeah.
a
Like,
lot of
almost
them this year.
immediate.
Last year I got maybe like 10. This year I got like 20 something.
We're doubled.
Actually, before we start, raise your hand if you submitted and you're in the room.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there we
Very
go.
nice faces. I went through all your videos and cut the best parts.
One more thing, too. Raise your hand if you were at the panel last year.
Oh shit, yeah.
We love
Thank you guys very much. I appreciate it.
Welcome back. Thanks for coming back.
So we're going to do the exact same thing as last year, so you already know everything that's going to happen.
Word for word.
Word for word.
We have a script. All right.
I can't look. Video contains spoilers.
Too Scoopy.
Cover your ears.
Just going to put your head down, cover your ears.
That would literally make me so happy.
Colleen's amazing!
Oh my god!
Oh, it's you?
Tiny Nora! Oh my god!
Yes.
David!
Oh, thank God, reinforcements.
For real? Yay, guys!
Oh, yeah.
He's dead, Jim.
Everything is no right now. Everything is just no.
Follow these instructions.
Ain't that a bitch?
That's an extremely rare treat.
Somebody crying.
That's a bitch too.
Oh my god.
He has arrows too. He's literally Hanzo.
Oh no. Oh no! He was poisoned.
I've got big plans for our little privates.
What the fuck, dude? What is this? This is like some Monty Python shit. Okay, what?
Oh my, this is embarrassing.
Finish.
Come on, Reggie, don't do this.
We're good.
What the fuck?
Looking good.
That season 15 reaction video was recorded like yesterday before the RBB panel.
Everything we react to, and you picked the stuff that we couldn't get out on time to save our lives.
That was really fun. I saw a lot of people I recognized.
Yeah.
Oh, it was beautiful. I think you crying over Delta was my favorite part.
Oh,
I like Delta. I like him a lot.
you love Delta so much.
So Delta made me guess a thing half right, and I'm really mad at him still, but I can't tell you about it yet for like 5 more episodes.
5 more? That close?
You're real close.
Ooh.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Friend?
That wasn't...
Friend. That was out of mind.
Oh, yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. Okay.
Yeah, that was the miniseries.
Yeah.
Did you watch the miniseries? Well, I've actually no. Here's the
Put you on the spot here.
I have met people who have not watched the miniseries and they've watched every season, and they're always like, "When did that happen?"
Oh, speaking of which, when I first started Red vs. Blue, some people were telling me, just skip the first 5 seasons.
No! Season 5
Filthy casuals.
So there's your answer to that.
Yeah, pretty much.
We all have opinions? How dare.
So last year we kind of went over what got us into it.
That was like...
How have things changed for you guys in the past year or so?
So I guess I'll go first. So let's see. A year ago from last RTX, I started Red vs. Blue, but it didn't pick up for when I was actually like getting into it consistently. I believe I was on season 3, so I was midway through Blood Gulch Chronicles. I was still learning about like O'Malley and stuff. I feel like O'Malley's like nothing now compared to like what I'm seeing, like the freelancers and everything, and that's what everyone's been telling me. But like my channel's grown a lot. I think from RTX last year to this year, my channel I think has tripled in growth and size, and I'm incredibly grateful for that. Like for people who watch like my reactions, my reviews, my live streams, I've been growing my content to not just be only reaction videos, just because I want to like at least show or prove to myself at least that I can do more than just that. So like I stream games, I do discussions on Red vs. Blue now, I do discussions on Ruby. I'm gonna go home after RTX and just talk about everything that I saw this weekend. All the merch, the trailer, for those of you who haven't seen it, it's awesome. Be sure to go there on Sunday and see the Ruby trailer. It looks incredible.
And if you miss it, they did say it will be out within the week.
Yep,
so
it'll be out in a week, so it won't be a really long wait. But yeah, everything's been great. I see like a lot of people here that I met last year. A lot of people were really surprised that I remember them by first name who met me last year. I have an extremely good memory, so a lot of people are like, "You remember me?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I remember you." Like I'm just very good with remembering faces. But there are people in the crowd like Bradley and Matthew right there, and Michael. Ian left earlier. Swee, I saw you.
His bad on missing
Garrett.
out.
Well, you know what they
Jake
say.
One Man Band. Like I really appreciate all of you guys who have been incredibly supportive of the videos that I've done in the last year, who've enjoyed it, who've told me that like my videos enrich their experience, which I find incredibly humbling. Because like my friends know what I do, but they kind of like let me do my own thing because they're not as like into it as I am. So I do feel a little bit like alienated, you know, because I don't have anybody else where I live who can come over and watch an episode of Ruby and then actually extensively discuss it or just geek out about it with me. So YouTube and Twitch and RTX every year has become like an outlet for me to be able to do that. So I really do appreciate it. And that's everything. Thanks for coming to the panel, guys.
Good night, everybody. Well, you know what they say. Memory is the key. Hey. You're far enough in that season to know what that means.
Yeah.
Yes. For the biggest change has been I upgraded my software, finally, hallelujah. Woo! And started actually embedding the videos I was watching. Thank you, Rooster Teeth, for putting them out on YouTube a week later. Like, that makes my life so much easier. But that has pretty much been it. My day job still eats most of my time, and then AfterBuzz eats the rest of it. So this is like, what can I do on nights and weekends? this.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot to be said for probably the biggest problem, at least that Katie and I face, is time. Doing these reaction videos, especially when it happens to be an episode of Red versus Blue that's 15 minutes and our reaction video is 53 minutes long. Our time is like such a valuable asset between our day job and doing all of our after shows at AfterBuzz, and that's something I think probably has also changed a little bit is we started doing more Rooster Teeth after shows at AfterBuzz. If there's a show for it, almost if there's a show for it, you name it, we probably have an after show for it unless it's day 5.
Or Ruby Chibi, which there's nothing to talk about. It's beautiful, but we can't talk about it for an hour.
I think the biggest thing that's changed, though, I would have to agree with Arnold, is that like kind of the desire to expand the sort of content that we're doing in terms of reviews and vlogs and other things like that are fun to do.
Well, and we're also doing Silver Screams if you want to.
Yeah, one of the things that Katie and I started doing is something called Horror Q&A, where I watch a horror movie and Katie doesn't, and she'll just ask me questions and I'll answer to the best of my ability.
I eat popcorn, she drinks, depending on how bad the movie is. It's fun.
So, I actually took a little bit of a break from reaction videos, though I should be back within the month. But I also have a new thing that I'm going to be doing where I'm going to be taking really, really old VHS tapes and I'm going to be reacting to trailers from the VHS tapes.
Oh my God. Oh my
gosh. Soon to theaters,
where do we mail our old tapes to donate to the cause?
Sure, but yeah, like I'm currently looking for a recording device, and a friend of mine snagged one. So look forward to that soon. And I should be back up, but within the month. I have like a backlog of videos, and I've been trying to figure out how to edit them. Turns out I'm not a good editor. I might just do it.
I mean, I'm schooled to be an editor.
Oh, okay.
One of my literal favorite things to do every year is watch my VHS copy of The Nightmare Before Christmas every year around Christmas time. And one of my favorite things is the previews where it's like coming soon in 1994.
Yes. So I actually what launched this idea is my roommate and I found an old VHS tape from the 80s.
Oh, dang.
From like the start of VHS tapes.
Jesus Christ.
Just out of Betamax.
That's probably the first one we're going to do. And
That's awesome.
I don't know if he's going to do it with me, but I think he might. So it'll be cool. You guys will meet someone new.
Yes.
Great.
I also took a break from reaction videos because of school and life. But I've been streaming for a living, so that's been going good. And I was like, I was really behind on Volume 4. I didn't watch any of it until the finale came out. So I was like, I'm going to do a stream on YouTube. I'm going to stream all of it live, just the whole thing, minus the finale because it wasn't out to public yet. And like that went really well. I had like a lot of people show up. But then after, like, since it's like archived on YouTube, people are like, I don't like that you read the chat. I don't like this. And I'm like you're not even watching it. And I'm like, I had 2 screens. I would get distracted, but it went really well live. But it's like an interesting experience. Like when it's archived, they're like,
Like it makes
YouTube
for a
comments
great,
in general are like,
it makes for a great live experience. But after the fact, if you missed the party, it's like
And I also did something else. We did a drunk Uno the movie.
Oh my God.
It's on YouTube still. We did the drinking game, and I don't remember like any of it.
That's okay. It's all caught on video.
It is. But that's on there too. So that was like a kind of like, I've done reaction videos before, and I want to try doing this this drinking game to Uno the movie. And a lot of people are like commenting like, if I ever want to like explain what White Girl Wasted is, this is the video to show. But yeah, I should be uploading more soon. I recorded the finale finally to get caught up for the panel, and then I recorded some for RBB, and those will come up soon.
So my personal question for each one of you is what was your favorite thing to watch during the last year? Like, be it Red versus Blue, Ruby. Did any of you guys watch? I haven't started Camp yet, by the way.
Friend.
Fantastic.
You gotta.
It's really good.
Yeah. I do plan on it. It's just like I've only recently actually got a focused schedule like of consistent videos like every week, and now that I stream now, it's like that's added to. It's like what you were saying too. Like it's always been about time for me. I think my channel has probably suffered a bit in terms of the growth, the potential growth that it could have had, because the schedule for me is what my channel is always, the one thing my schedule has always lacked is consistency. Like I started my channel 4 years ago, and I started it in the time where like I injured my foot, I had to get surgery, and I had nothing else going for me at the time. I was already out of high school, and so I was like, I used to watch a lot of YouTubers, a lot of like anime reviewers and stuff, and I was like, oh, I want to do that. Like, and I always used to be super envious, and it goes back to the whole like, I don't have a lot of friends who like are interested in the same things I am, so that's how like I kickstarted my channel. Was like these reviewers and these people who have a lot of like have a large audience. They have people who just want to talk to them about the episodes or about chapters or whatever. So I was like, that's what kickstarted me wanting to start my own channel, and it was never meant to be like what it is now, and I guess it's a beautiful accident at the end of the day, because it was a gaming thing, and then I was like, well, it feels more like if it doesn't feel like a hobby, it feels more like a chore for me to have to like willingly play games when I don't feel like it or whatever for the sake of making content, and then it just turned into what it is now, which is great. But the big thing for me has always been consistency, and like I'm on that now, and I want to start something like Camp. I want to get further in Red vs. Blue, but it's and a lot of people are like, oh, dude, just get further. Like they love it so much that they just want more and more and more. And I had done that. Like I'd be like, okay, I'll give you like 4 reaction videos in the next 2 days, and then I wouldn't have anything like backlogged, and then I'd be like, shit, now I'm behind on everything. So it's always been about consistency and time and just being patient at the end of the day. So that's what I've been mainly dealing with thus far. But back to I went on a rant there, so I do apologize. But back to the
favorite thing to react to in the past.
Yeah, back to the subject matter. What has been all of your favorite, like either favorite episodes or? I'll start with you, I guess.
I know what my favorite is. First of all, for the record, Camp is a delight.
Yes.
But I know what my favorite is. My favorite was the Knucklavee from Ruby.
Yes. Jim and Randall. Jim and Randall.
The Knucklavee. I always love when a show that's not a horror-oriented show, fantasy adventure. Anytime something goes full horror movie, it is a true delight for me. And so the introduction of the Knucklavee was one of my favorite things in the world. And I think our reaction video to it is also one of my favorite things, because I'm sitting here going, yay! This fills me with so much glee. And Katie is just horrified. And I'm like, this is so much fun. Look how cute it is.
And the cat sitting on the back of the futon like, what the hell is wrong with you? You're not feeding me, therefore it's not important.
That's my favorite.
Pretty much an inverse of whenever there's something about puns on the screen.
Yeah, pretty much. You can always tell who's having fun by who's leaning in and who is like, can I phase through the futon?
So Katie,
and through the wall and through the kitchen and through everything else.
So Katie, is your favorite the Ruby Chibi Puns episode?
No, actually. I have a couple. The Knucklavee was a lot of fun. But I loved...
If you want to get into like RBB stuff, I'll just like start...
Well, also Camp stuff, so cover your ears now and then I'll poke you when I'm done. Right. Camp Season 2, Episode 1, that duet. Oh my God! Yes! Give me a 2-part confrontation-style duet, and I will just lose my stupid mind over it. I love it.
At last.
See each other play.
For Red vs. Blue, I have to just... God, this season. Oh my God. I really enjoyed the How I Spent My Summer Vacation episode.
Yes!
So good. Because that's basically what it was. And while I can't say I enjoyed having Schrodinger's wash for the 3rd time in 3 seasons, God fucking damn it, it was a 53-minute reaction video, and so I have I have to give it props for that, for going full-on ghost face reveal, scenery chewing serial killer mode. Like, okay, I'll give you points. You hurt me, but I'll give you points.
But it's so fun.
All right, we're good.
We have to tap him to let him know it's
I was just
safe.
looking at everyone's response to what you were saying.
She was just talking about how crazy it was to react when rocks fell and everyone died.
Yeah, so crazy. So many rocks.
So many kids dead. Jeez. Rooster Teeth went there.
Let's see. My favorite. What's my favorite? All right, so there's probably 2. There's probably one moment and then one episode. I think for Volume 4 of Ruby, my favorite episode was Episode 4, Family. I really liked that episode just because like it was very like it was very heartwarming, very obviously family oriented with Yang and her dad, and Ooplex, my favorite of the professors, doctors, teachers. So it was really great to see him in the Volume 4 new like style of the look of the show. And then my favorite moment was probably Tyrion versus Crow. That was just something that I've been looking forward to for forever. I mentioned this a while back when the soundtrack came out. I did a discussion for it on the channel, and I mentioned how like the first interaction I ever had with Monty was a tweet that I asked him, and I said, if you could have any weapon in the RWBY universe, what would it be? And this was at the end of Volume 1, and he said Crow's weapon. And we didn't know who Crow was. And ever since then, I've been looking forward to seeing Crow. Like, I feel like because of that tweet, I have like a strong connection, a strong affinity with Crow. And just seeing like him fight like an actual, like not like fighting to survive, like not like fighting Winter, which was just like a little sparring thing, kind of like a little skirmish, but actually like fighting to stay alive, like seeing like a fully fledged huntsman fight was really great. The only thing is I understand the fact that he fought with his sword because it's a lot better for defense and it's a lot faster, but I just want to see what he does with his scythe. That's just like the guilty pleasure that I want from that character. So that was definitely my most exciting moment for me.
So, if I had to pick a RWBY moment, I was literally gonna pick that one.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to go with RVB. So you want to cover your ears?
Here we go.
We'll poke you again. It'll be fine.
This has been a great panel so far.
Well, actually, maybe not. So exactly a year ago, we saw some stuff at the RVB panel.
Oh, yeah.
Do you guys remember? Yes. Do I need to say anything else?
Our two boys. Evil boys. I really like all the scenes that you guys said too. Also, I was like dying over like Tiny Ren and Tiny Nora the entire time. No! They were so cute. And also from RBB, cover your ears, Arnold. Recently this season, the Tex Carolina fight.
Oh my God, yes.
And when like Surge is like putting on the action playlist and it's
put it on
to
shuffle.
Loco, and it's just the Harry Potter ebook.
Chapter 4.
It had me dying.
Was that the chairman's voice acting?
I don't know.
It sounded like.
Also, like, I'm really like my one regret is never getting my reaction to the season 13 finale because there's no spoilers anymore. Arnold. I'm not going to say what happened, but
honestly, to be completely honest, I was thinking to myself, I was like, watch, they're going to just like keep like, pretending like they're still talking. Let's just see how long he stays like
That's
that.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
I would have noticed that if I saw everybody laughing. I would have been like, fuck this. And
what I love is that he's got his ears covered so he can't hear what we're saying, and you're like, okay, we're done with spoilers. Like, that's going to help.
But yeah, that finale, I went to the Alamo to watch season 13 finale. They had like 6 screenings, and there was happened to be one.
Do they do that?
I don't.
They haven't done it since.
They haven't done it since that.
Oh, that's so cool.
But
they've only done it for
15 because
it was
15
like,
self-contained.
Yeah,
That's
it was
awesome.
like 2 days after the finale was up for sponsors at the time, and so I like held off on watching it. So I could see it in the theater at the Alamo, and everyone was like, "Bring tissues," and I was like, "Oh no." And I was ugly loud sobbing for like the entire last part of that. And everyone was like, "Are you okay?"
There's a picture of you, and you were wearing about like the makeup.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, like there's a picture of you with Daft.
Oh my God.
And like the makeup is like tear lines. And it's really great. I love that picture.
I was like an actual wreck after that.
Am I the only one who didn't cry at that finale? At the 13 finale?
You're heartless and I hate you.
The thing with that too, though, is that since it was like a screening of the entire season of that, we watched the entire season, so it was like the build-up was still there, and it was like on the big screen with all these other Red versus Blue fans, and it was like heartbreaking.
That's fair. So you have things to look forward to.
I'm scared.
It'll be great. I will give a Skype all of us when you're done.
I won't obviously get into it, but Church is my favorite character in Red vs.
Mine
Blue
too.
so far.
You poor
Love
soul.
Love Church. Well, hey,
And
wash
then-
his mind and look at where we are.
I submit that as a close runner-up, I really also did love the reveal of Tyrion as a Faunus.
Yeah.
That was awesome. And it was really cool because we actually talked to Josh Greeley during the after show. We had him call in, and we asked him if he had any scorpion stories. And apparently, one time when he was a kid, there was a scorpion crawling on his ceiling, and he looked up at it and he was like, "What is that up there?" And then it fell directly onto his face.
Nope.
Terrifying.
This is basically Schadenfreude, the panel. I mean,
And if you want a fun reaction, just look at our co-host Patrick's face when Josh retells that story. He just done with the panel.
That's great.
Oh
Do you
man.
wanna
What else we talk about?
Do we want to do questions?
questions?
do we
Yeah,
want to
have,
talk a little bit about spoilers?
I definitely
Oh yeah,
do.
Arnold, you
Let's
have stuff to
see.
say about that. So
Because
throw some
you've
in.
had some run-ins and we've had some run-ins.
Yeah.
I have a different story I want to tell. So let's
Sure.
do this first,
Yep.
and then I'll go into mine.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. We got half an hour left in this panel, so we got some time.
So we regularly say in our videos, guys, don't be that guy, don't be that guy, and yet there's always consistently
Always
someone
that
who
guy.
wants to be that
guy.
So our airing schedule is whenever it's convenient for Katie to render the damn thing, which is never when I'm playing Overwatch because my laptop can only do so much.
No, I want to make a stat.
Really quick, by
I'm
the way, did
waiting for you
anyone
to be
see?
Jesus and turn that water into wine.
I was gonna say, you just talked about Overwatch. Did you see Doomfist?
Yes!
Looks really awesome.
Actually,
That looks
Doom
so cool.
10
So-
minutes
I'm so sad
after
he's not
that
Terry Crews,
dropped.
though.
And I'm
Terry
sitting in our Airbnb, we're waiting to go get a sushi lunch, and that dropped, and we're all gathered around a laptop on our terrible, terrible Wi-Fi going, air it, want to see it. 10 minutes afterwards, I get a message on my YouTube channel going, there's a Doomfist trailer, are you going to react to it? And I'm like, no, because I'm not waiting 5 days to get home.
Yeah.
But the
really great.
spoiler policy has become whenever it's convenient for Katie, or after we've seen the next episode, because I discovered halfway through RWBY Season 4, if we uploaded right when it became public, but didn't watch the sponsor episode until afterwards, people would drop spoilers for the sponsor episode in the comments. And I get email notifications because I like to see what people are saying and join in the conversation. Turns out that's a mistake. So that has become the policy, and it's always like, you guys were so great, so please keep it up. And then someone drops it, and our next pre-video PSA is, guys.
It's like after saying how great everybody is, because everyone is fantastic, there's some jerkwad
Someone has to fuck it
who's
up.
just like, I just want to skew the curve for everyone else, and I'm gonna be that guy.
Because there's so few of them, they're more memorable.
Yeah, that's true.
I still have someone who got on and dropped a bunch of spoilers for sponsor episodes of Red vs. Blue while claiming that they had seen the entire season. Which is hilarious because we interviewed Joe on the show the next week and he's like, oh yeah, I'm still writing this episode in the season. I'm like, okay.
Sure, Jan.
Whatever you say.
So for me, the blessing for me is that I'm actually caught up with Ruby, and that's like
Thank goodness.
that's like that is my most anticipated thing that Rooster Teeth does. So I make sure that I'm caught up on everything when it comes out. Like, I don't want anyone spoiling me. That's why I'm willingly here at RTX so I can actually see whatever it is that they show. So no one else tells me before I actually see it. So for Ruby, it's a lot easier for me because, like I said, I'm caught up and I manage all of that myself. But Red versus Blue is different because I'm literally 14 years behind. But the thing is,
Less now, more like 9.
Yeah. The first 5 seasons weren't bad at all. I didn't get spoiled on anything. There was no, like, I guess everyone was just was waiting for me to get through it because, and I'll agree, like, the story is picking up now. I feel like things are more serious, more mature. I noticed that from Out of Mind, and I thought Out of Mind was the coolest thing from Red vs. Blue that I had seen when I saw it, because I feel like that's what I was craving. Like, I felt like Blood Gulch is like a sitcom. Like, it's just like a bunch of friends stuck in an area that are just goofing off and messing with each other. Oh, here's this random thing, we're gonna take care of it and then go back to, our everyday life. So
We're taking time out to murder a man and then we're gonna come back.
yeah, so like now the freelancer story's weaving into the actual Red versus Blue storyline, and it's getting a lot more serious, and I feel like now now is where a lot of people are getting antsy because they already know what's happening before I know what's happening. And unfortunately, I got spoiled on something. But what I got spoiled on, I'm like, first off, people were telling me it could have been worse, which I get that. I get that, but at the same
mean
time,
it doesn't suck.
Exactly, yeah. It doesn't negate the fact that it's a spoiler, but someone basically told me that the meta is just a collective of all of the AI that is collected, and I assume that's maybe because I guess all of the AI were copies of I think it was the alpha AI.
Don't.
So. That's all. That's all. Okay, that's all. So that's what I know right now. I know that was like
dangerous territory we're wading into right now.
Yeah. So that's literally like the last thing I found out, and I had made that. I basically made that conclusion myself, but it wasn't confirmed, and someone basically confirmed it before I saw it in the show. So after that, I decided, I was like, okay, so now there's a bunch of people, and I made a video. I was actually really upset in that video. I basically made a video running back the first 9 episodes, like literally listening to basically the vocal minority of people who are just like, you need to pay attention. There's a lot of information. You can't be talking over important dialogue. And I'm just like, I've been doing this. For me, I feel like a lot of those people that say that, it's like, have you been watching my reactions for the first 5 seasons? At the end of the day, I do rewatch all the episodes. I take the show very seriously, and I want to watch Red vs. Blue because I have Ruby because of Red vs. Blue. Like, everything we have today is because of Red vs. Blue and because of what Rooster Teeth did, and I wanted to like see where it all started because I didn't know about it, growing up. I wasn't really into Halo or anything like that. So now I have mods in my comment section who are willingly helping me to prevent that in the future because I feel like it's only gonna get worse. And like you guys said, I like engaging in the conversation. I love when someone's like types in first and I'm like, yo, you the man, or something like that.
You did it! We've only just started getting first comments, and I feel like I've made it.
Yeah, so I really like engaging with the people that are there immediately, people who like leave walls of text, and I reply as much as I can, but there's only so much time. But I don't want to be detached from that experience because some people want to ruin it for me, just because they know what happens and I don't. So there are precautions for me too.
Can I say the funny thing about the guy who left that comment is like he was like, oh right, I shouldn't have done that, but he left it up.
But he didn't delete it.
He didn't delete it.
And I saw it after that second comment. So
Like,
the initial
how?
comment was the spoiler, and then a couple people were like, hey, this is spoilers, delete it. And he's like, oh yeah, my bad, I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, it's really messed up, my bad.
He knows what he
Leaves the
did.
comment, and then I see that whole thread, and I'm like,
He knows what he did.
Yeah, absolutely. At that point.
What I don't understand the people who are like, don't talk over the video. It's like, but if you wanted to watch the video, you would just go watch the video.
That's my favorite criticism.
Yeah.
Why are you talking? You should stop the video and then talk
Hush,
and then
ladies.
start the video again. And I'm like, no, that is editing hell.
Yeah.
And I say
That's
that as
exactly
someone,
what I said.
Like our camera gave out at one point during a reaction. We got a pizza delivery in the middle of a video. Like stopping and starting and editing and re-editing.
Yeah, like
that is hell. I'm not gonna stop the video to do some funny comments and then start the video again. I'm just gonna talk over the video like an MST3K asshole. Because
Yeah, it's
that's
like-
what I was raised on.
yeah, like a lot of people are saying, like, well, whenever you want to say something, just pause the video. I was like, I'll never get through that episode if I do that. I have a lot to say, and I feel like it's a lot better for me to just pay attention as I go, but also like vocalize on the fly, basically.
Otherwise, every video will be 50 minutes long, and literally nobody wants
Yeah,
that.
and like the biggest bitch about that is just
Then you can edit it.
yeah. So for me,
have
like
the time
the
of the
whole
day.
pause, unpause, pause, unpause, that gets to be a pain when it comes to like editing the video back into it, and that's probably like the biggest reason why I do have an idea for a workaround for that, but at the same time, it's just a lot. It's just very tedious for me to kind of do it a different way to please a certain amount of people when I've been doing it the same way since I started. So
Yeah. If it's the vocal minority, then
yeah. I just like to I give into that sometimes just because it's like I listen to both sides. Like I listen to positive feedback, negative feedback, and all that kind of stuff. So for me, it's like I do hear what they're saying, and I know more people are just positive and they like what I do, and they like the genuine nature of my reactions. But I don't know. For me, I take everything into consideration, and maybe sometimes I should just be a little bit more selfish and do it the way I want to.
Oh, absolutely.
So,
You're a much
your
nicer person than I am.
So my career path I want to go into community and social media management. That's just what I want to do with my life. And something that I learned, because I've been taking courses, I've been doing all this stuff on the side to try and learn this stuff. Something I've learned is there's also lurkers. So you might want to start comparing like the number of negative comments to the number of views overall, because people are coming back for you, dude.
Yeah.
And like, you have to realize that some people are just not gonna like it.
Well, and there are also people who just like being negative for the sake of being negative.
Yeah,
absolutely.
but like the lurkers,
Especially on YouTube.
the lurkers are actually usually really positive. I've found in a lot of communities I'm in. Otherwise, they wouldn't be coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's way more of them than there are of the one guy who's.
Well,
you know.
that became the reality of the situation, because after that video, there were an overwhelming amount of people that are like, "Hey, I don't comment a lot, but I do enjoy your videos whenever I get the time." And it was mainly those videos that really was like, "Okay, I'm just gonna keep doing this." So that last video was literally out of spite, and it was just because it was literally because I watched the first 4 episodes and I was like, "Wow, that was really like I loved the first 4 episodes." I watched the trailer, the season 6 trailer too, which it's kind of like episode 0 and everything, and then I put it up, and there was just an overwhelming amount of people that were just like saying the same thing, like, pay attention, it's very important, you're talking, and like that just got to me, because I was taken aback by it a little bit.
Frustrated.
Yeah.
But like the thing is, we all 5 of us, I've noticed, tend to gather a lot of information while we're talking.
Yeah.
Like I still
I multitask very well.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I think a lot of people don't realize how good we are at that, and that's part of why we're
It's like
good at these
how you can
things.
like info dump and like
Yeah.
process it.
Thank
People
you very
talk.
much.
Like you can.
The Guardians are on point tonight, you guys. Everyone applaud for the Guardians. They're fucking amazing.
You're doing good. Good
All right,
people.
whacked you.
But
Thank you, Guardians.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Because you're
guys.
awesome.
But yeah, my favorite experience wasn't being spoiled. My favorite like nasty experience. So there was.
I was going to say, whose favorite experience
Is this the
being
story?
spoiled?
No,
Is this the story you were
So
gonna
there was a saga where I just kept calling out Raven, Yang's mom, and I kept being like, "What a terrible mom! I'm gonna adopt Yang. I hate Raven." Like we hadn't even like
girl.
met her yet, and I just kept saying stuff like that. And there was this one commenter who, and I didn't even ban him because I thought it was so funny. He just kept coming back, and he was like, "You don't know that. You don't know she's a terrible mom."
And then
What
you
if-
get
well,
episode 4
gee.
family.
What if there's awful circumstances you don't know? And then she was a terrible mom.
And then we get Diane going, turns out your mom was a terrible mom. And we're like,
my
wow.
god! Surprise.
Yeah, I had to deal with a lot of spoilers. Because
You don't even know her.
Neither do you.
No.
True.
It's just this. It's just the comment.
I know.
Since I did the the live all of Volume 4 one, I'd seen spoilers. Like I'd seen a lot of spoilers, but I didn't really remember. They didn't stick in my mind at the
Lucky.
time. But then in the live chat, people will be like, "Oh yeah, this happens later," and I'm like,
But why, though?
I know.
It's different when you forget about it.
Yeah. I forgot all the spoilers, and then they just refreshed my mind while I was watching them. But it was still good.
Well, the harder you try to forget something, the more you're going to remember it.
Yeah. Forget you.
Long story short, don't spoil, please.
Don't be that guy. Or
so-
if you unintentionally spoil something, because that does happen from time to time, apologize and make an effort
It
not to do it
happens.
again.
And
people
delete
slip
the
sometimes.
comment.
I had a very visceral reaction when I saw the Pumpkin Pete's banners,
incredible.
and I
I
happened
love
to
you.
be next to a few people who had just started, and so they were like, "Well, she dies. Thanks for that." And I
I'm
went,
still so amused that you did that, especially since I went home and talked about Ozpin because I was talking about the interview with Shannon, and I absolutely rattled off a couple things without thinking about it.
Yeah, there's again, it happens, but it's completely different when you're sitting out and typing
yeah.
it. So
Yeah, it happens and it's not malicious most of the time, but there are those people that just want to watch the world burn.
Okay.
I like watching your videos. Allow me to make you miserable. All right.
So,
Questions?
questions time.
We got 20 minutes left. We can do questions.
Hands up.
Okay.
You.
Should I come
in the
over?
bandana?
Are we gonna give a free mic?
Yell it.
We can share a mic.
Yeah, you. Bandana, hat. Yell it.
Thank you, Guardian.
Or no, our guardians being wonderful, like they always are.
The bear hat.
Yes.
California hat.
Get the mic right
Friend,
there.
I'm from LA. Don't do that to me.
Just, first of all, the hat is just not really technically. It's a gift from my aunt. I'm from Massachusetts, much like Murder.
Oh, nice.
But it is a California hat.
Where from
I
Mass?
told you. I think I actually saw him yesterday morning. I'm from Andover, Massachusetts.
Okay, I don't know where that is. I'm bad.
It's like in north. It's north of Boston.
I'm the worst
like,
person
right
when it
next
comes to
to
anything
Arnold.
geographical.
It's
I'm from the whaling city. I live in the whaling city of the world. You can look that up.
Regardless, you are wearing the hat of
Terrible
our
geography.
people. Proceed.
Hell yeah.
Then I
I'm
won't
terrible
anymore.
Too, yes.
Anyways, my question is this: since you are all Ruby reactors, I'm gonna bring up some emotions here. What was the most emotional moment for you from Volume 3? And entirely why I asked it, because it's emotionally loaded.
So,
Well, it could be like sad or like, oh, this is awesome, like all the Academy students fighting together to defeat the Nevermore, anything like that. Just
The
what got the
hand-holding.
biggest?
The hand holding. They sit there and they're holding hands, and for about 5 seconds, you're
Somebody
like, things
said
might be
Neptune's hand holding. That's hilarious.
No, not that. That's Pyrrha and John. What the hell? Give me my shit before you torpedo it.
Probably, I wouldn't call it a super emotional. I really like the hoverboard handguns, but like, I wouldn't call it an emotional reaction because Katie had just started doing the reaction videos and I was very resistant to it at first because I was like, nobody wants to see me react to anything.
And that's why you have me screaming and her drinking coffee.
And so yeah, for the episode where Penny was killed, I had steeled myself all morning. I was just like, she's gonna fucking die. Like that's just what it's gonna be. And so yeah, so I like every time. And so like we sit down to record it and I'm like, no one's gonna see it. No one's gonna see my heart break. And so I was like, I am a stone wall. So the entire time I'm just like for about 30 minutes.
So, I didn't think Pyrrha was gonna die quite yet. I knew it was gonna happen that episode. I thought that it was gonna be a fight with Cinder versus Ruby and Pyrrha. So like, I'm like, Ruby, get there. Like you can see in the, I'm like, get there. Cause she's running up the wall and it's so badass. And then just like, What was that? It was mean and I don't
I think like I was most like sad during the aftermath of that, like directly after when Ruby's in bed. I was like, oh, it's like that like feeling of loss sets in and you're like, oh
No.
For me, obviously, Pyrrha dying was probably the most
Devastating.
the most devastating thing for me. I do think like the icing on the cake, so to speak, was immediately after the episode finished, the credits with Cold playing and the remembrance of Monty coming up was probably the most emotional thing for me.
Yeah.
All right, now that you're done wringing us out like old
Thanks for that
washcloths,
question.
who's next? Hands up, who's next?
oh shit.
In the orange shirt in the back, I saw you first.
Griff.
So one of the things that got me into watching your reaction videos is Allie's infamous helmet throwing.
Oh, I've missed this.
So this brings up, what is the most, I guess, overreactive or extreme reaction that you've ever had in your entire career?
I think that answers
53-minute video.
Yeah, the helmet throw was I was holding it in my lap because Caesar like wanted reactions for his birthday for
That's right.
season 13 episode 1 of Red vs. Blue, and there was a really shocking
That's how we all
moment.
started.
Yeah, there was like a reveal, and I would just like throw it out of like shock. And like later, like at RTX that year, Josh Ornelas comes up to me and just goes, "Hey, everyone in the office has watched that video," and just like walks away. I was like, "Oh no."
So, I do a lot of like theories because I'm good at guessing things. And I'm good at patterns and I'm good at guessing things. And sometimes I get things right. And sometimes I have an actual tinfoil hat ready for when I'm right that I put on in the video. And then Miles makes fun of me.
He does that because he loves you.
I'm still thinking of mine.
You're still thinking, well, like I said, 53-minute video. If you want to make me completely lose my shit, put my favorite character in a life or death situation and then leave it there. Thanks.
I don't really have like throw it across the room because I'm angry sort of reactions. Usually if it's something horrifying, I sit there and giggle and clap my hands.
Well, you're always you always have either a mug or a glass, and if you throw that, we're gonna have problems.
Especially because our TV is like right across from where we record. I would never dare.
You better not.
But probably, kind of going off of what Neri said, probably one of my favorite things. I'm not usually very right in my predictions, so probably my most shocking is actually finding out the
cover your ears.
The reveal for who the bad guy was this season for Red versus Blue. I was like, yes. That's it.
Okay, now we're good.
That's it.
We're good.
So for me, I think my most like over-the-top reactions come from anything that I want more information on. I think the initial one for me was Ozpin versus Cinder. At the very end of
I have
Volume
so many
3,
questions.
because
Everyone
I want to
does.
know as much about Ozpin as possible, and that like 15-second fight scene between them was just like I got like a little glimpse of like what Ozpin's capable of, and then even more so when we found out that he's traveling in the mind of a child.
Where's our Oscar cosplayer?
Yeah, that's Sunny right there.
Aww. Nice.
Aww.
And following that would probably be Tyrion. Also, I think that reaction was pretty over the top, and I blew out my mic's like. My mic's audio a few times in that, just because seeing his fighting style was awesome, and seeing his Faunus reveal was something that I had predicted from the opening. Kind of, it was very subtle, but I was so shocked that it actually came to fruition. So those are probably the most immediate ones that I think about. Oh yeah, I remember.
Shuttle Grim. All right, next question. Ruby hat. No, right in the middle here. The guy with the glasses and the white hat.
Yep.
Yeah, you.
Right
Yep. Victory signs. Let's do this. Behind that, are you in a Diva hoodie in front of him?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I need to talk to you afterwards and find out where you got that. Anyway, question.
So ever since it came out, I've been nonstop listening to the Volume 4 soundtrack.
Ooh.
And out of all the lyrical songs, which one is y'all's favorite?
This Life Is Mine is the best song. Fight me.
I was about to restrict that one from you.
The Bumblebee song. I haven't listened to it very much yet.
See, they just stole my answer, so I got nothing.
I'm bad at soundtracks.
I actually just got the soundtrack just like not long before we left, so I actually haven't gotten to listen to the whole thing yet.
But
next question.
Yeah.
10 minutes.
Can I pick one?
Yeah, go for it.
There's a Junkrat poster back there.
What is your favorite moment watching someone else react to?
Oh, I have this. Well, since I had to like go through everyone's videos and like pick moments, I'd always go for the Pyrrha getting shot and the Nekulavi like reveal. Those ones like had the best reactions, and also like watching Arnold's RBB ones is the best because I knew RBB is like my show, and like yeah, that was just fun. You love Delta so much.
Who doesn't?
So somebody mentioned, and it was in the comments, I think it was like the highest comments for the video of Delta. Like, you know how like York calls him D? Yeah. I just kept saying I love D, and that's like all
Do you want the D?
Yeah, you do.
So that was pretty funny.
Yeah, and it was also like last year when we like asked for videos for the intro, I got like mostly Ruby and RBB, and there was like nothing else. And this year I got like Camp and Ruby Chibi. You sent me one from Ruby Chibi, and Camp Ruby Chibi. I got some from 11 Little Roosters from you guys, and that was like really interesting to see because I've never really watched any of those ones.
I'm still really amused that those are the ones that you picked from us.
It was like something different, and I was like, yes,
looking to mix it up a bit.
And, like Agent Kojima though, like I was like, yeah, I was waiting. I was like wanted to see your reactions to that.
Yep.
My favorite reaction from a reaction video that somebody else did is actually Allie.
Oh shit! What?
Because you were wearing the Cinder outfit when it happened
in the finale of
that was
Volume
rude
3.
of you. Even if you didn't know.
Oh, I tweeted before, and I was like, should I like be in Cinder cosplay for this? And everyone was like, yes, fuck Cinder.
Absolutely do it. Yeah.
Like, please don't.
So I feel like I watch everybody who reacts to Ruby on YouTube. Like literally every single person. Right now I'm watching this girl, her name is Molly. She's watching Ruby right now. Basically anybody who comes up with like a reaction for the trailers or Volume 1, I will genuinely watch and watch the whole way through. The immediate ones, or the last ones that I immediately remember watching and catching up with as they were watching it was Renegades React and Blind Wave. Those two are like, I really enjoy the format that they have, because they have like the reaction and then an immediate follow-up discussion. And I just like, I feel like I like the discussions a little bit more than the reactions, because I already know what happens, you know, so I just feel like I like picking the brains of people who don't know what happens yet, and those are some of my absolute favorites. There was also a really sweet girl who no longer does the reactions. Her name was Lady Stardust, and I really liked how she did her reactions. I talked to her a bit about it, but she just didn't she grew too fast, and it was kind of overwhelming for her, so she kind of wanted to just like not take it further than she wanted to handle. So, but I love everybody who kind of puts themselves out there and doesn't feel, you know, too overwhelmed by people's support or anything like that, and is just really happy to like express themselves online, because I know that's not an easy thing to do, especially on video. So I literally watch anybody and everybody.
I think my favorite thing was watching the Rooster Teeth crew react to one of your reactions.
That was incredible.
Yeah.
I saw
That
Stan
was
in there,
hilarious.
and I saw Brian in there too. They were both in there.
That was adorable.
Yeah, that was incredible.
Is it cliche to say anything that makes Arnold freak out and anything that makes Neri feel feelings? Is that cliche?
So everything and everything.
I was like editing it, and like they were like, take whatever you want from us, and I was like, I'm putting that season 13 finale back in there, where she's just like
forever.
I cry super easily, and apparently people like it when I cry.
Oh God!
Well, I sound like a terrible person when you put it like that.
I tweeted the other day that like when I was editing this, and I was like, if I have to see Neri, I'll cry one more time. It was just heartbreaking. It's so sad.
I cry when I'm happy. I cry when I'm sad. I cry when I'm angry.
I cry when things are funny. I cry when the sun is out. I cry on days ending in Y.
I cry when it rains. No, I will also say that we have kind of a beneficial sort of setup with just it being the two of us, is she gets to see me react to certain things, and I get to see her react to certain things in real time. So that's always really fun too.
Every time you see her laughing at me react to something, we do reactions for Silver Screams as well, and that's all horror stuff, and I'm a wuss. So every time horror stuff comes up, I'm watching it. She's looking at me like, popcorn, whiskey, popcorn. In that order. Lightning round? Let's do lightning round. Real simple questions, real quick.
We haven't done that side of the room yet. Let's take
Way
some
over there in the red. Yeah, you.
You dirty raid.
Blue team, best team.
Best team.
Lightning round. Let's do this. Go.
I had this question in the back of my mind since Volume 3, but what do y'all think happened to the Vital Stadium?
Rubble. It fell. Rubble now.
Rubble.
Who else?
Over here. Big smile.
All this guy's getting his workout.
Or Ozzy.
Yeah, sorry. We're gonna make you ping pong. It's good. It's
We'll
steps.
choose someone in the middle now.
Yep.
Oh, be careful.
Arnold, now that you're catching up with RVB, red team or blue team?
Blue team.
Blue team.
I asked Arnold, guys.
Well, we're all caught up too.
Kill the Reds, kill the Reds, kill the Reds.
We have a very angry Griff in the back now. All right, next question. Evie.
Okay, well, first off, had I known I could send more than one video, I would have for the reaction.
You're good, don't worry.
Anyway, I don't know if what I'm about to ask is the same thing what other people ask, but out of all the things you react to, like either Cam, RVB, Ruby Chibi, which episode made you lose your effing mind the most?
53-minute video.
This new episode of RBB was like, or the one that I just
one
did.
Was good. The
I didn't react to that one, but
yesterday.
the blue versus red episodes of this season.
The fight sequence with Tyrion is my episode.
Mind blowing. I would have to marinate on that one. I'm sorry. Like, because there's things that I enjoy and things I get excited about, but then there are like straight up mind blowing. I don't know about that, because usually we sit down and we like puzzle it out in the best way we can. So nothing's really been like boosh. At least that's coming to mind right now.
The Knuckle V, let's be real.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go with that.
Jim and Randall.
Next question.
Love those guys.
You choose.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you pick one. No pressure.
This guy right here.
This is mainly a question for Arnold.
Oh wow.
Well, you chose wisely.
I'll give you that $20 after the panel's over.
I know you're a big
stuff.
fan of Kingdom Hearts.
Sorry?
I know you're a big fan of Kingdom Hearts. So
Favorite video game series of all time.
do you plan on doing any videos on Kingdom Hearts 3 if it ever comes out?
When it comes out.
There's a trailer coming out
When?
next week for there's a new
D23.
D23, I believe, it's on the
you're right.
15th. Yep, the 15th this Friday. I plan on playing that entire game. I'm already playing through Kingdom Hearts on my Twitch channel. Twitch is where I just keep all my video game stuff, and then YouTube's all like the usual content. But I just finished Kingdom Hearts 1. I'm going to be doing Chain of Memories. I'm doing all of the games leading to, like you said, whenever Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out. But I do reactions to the trailers. They're incredible. The last one that came out a couple weeks ago, I reacted to that, and I look forward to the next one coming out next week. So you should be seeing more on the channel.
I think we have time for one more.
Megan, you choose.
This gentleman in the gray T-shirt.
What's your favorite non-Rooster Teeth series to either watch or react to?
Westworld.
Shirt.
What
I was
shirt?
wearing my shirt yesterday. Hunter x Hunter.
I need to when Westworld season 2 comes out, I'm reacting to that shit because I was on the floor for one part. I had to get off the couch and just lay on the floor for a little bit. Westworld.
Okay.
Oh, dang.
It's my favorite. It's so good.
I didn't even think of doing it, but I guess when My Hero Academia season 3 hits, I'm probably gonna start doing that.
I did enjoy doing Steven Universe, but we got hit so hard with copyright bullshit that I can no longer do it, and those videos have all been deleted because the moment when you get your first official strike is the moment you go, batten down the hatches. I am going to start doing Experience Points. It's a D&D web series that actually a lot of my improv friends in LA are doing, and the DM is an incredible DM, so that's going to be super fun.
So heads up, I also have had issues with Cartoon Network, specifically with Steven Universe. Last month, I got hit with a strike for a video that was 3 years old.
Oh yeah, that's why I took all of mine down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Megan.
so I've taken all of my Steven Universe stuff down as well.
I miss doing Steven Universe too. It's such a shame, especially because they did that Steven Universe short reaction video.
Yeah.
It's you can tell the content creators care about their fan base and what their fan base likes doing, but at the same time, it's there's some bureaucratic nonsense that
It happens.
I just want to say one thing really quick regarding copyrights. I'm terrified of copyrights on ever getting on my channel, and I'm really glad that Rooster Teeth is really community driven and for the community and really encourages people to do reactions on their shows. I know a lot of people want me to do like anime stuff and all that other stuff, but the only reason why I don't do that is because I'm like terrified of losing everything that I built and like losing out on like the experience that you guys have all enjoyed. So that's another reason. I know like people have had questions of that in the future, so I just wanted to clear that out.
One final
still has
thing.
to answer the question.
Yeah,
okay.
but my favorite, the thing that I really like to react to is horror movie trailers, which, like I said, we do for Silver Screams. And my two favorites that we've done were for Sadako versus Kayako, because there's this moment where where the tape gets crushed, and it's just the best thing in the world.
The Grudge versus The Ring, guys.
And my other favorite one was reacting to the Blair Witch Project trailer, because we had reacted to the trailer when it was still known as The Woods, and they surprised everyone at Comic-Con last year by going, actually, it's the Blair Witch Project too. And so we're watching this going like, why does this look so familiar? Holy shit! I have mixed feelings on the movie.
So
It wasn't a garbage fire.
It wasn't the worst thing.
So we're supposed to wrap up, but one final thing. To go with Arnold thanking Rooster Teeth, which we gave them a shout out last year for letting us do this. Please, if you're making these reaction videos, if they're not out for everyone, don't do it. If it's a sponsor only or first only or whatever, still, don't do it, because people are going to get mad at you. And we just don't do it. Please don't do it. They're going to start taking us down if you start doing that
Don't
stuff.
step on toes.
Yeah, so
Please,
be careful
please
of
be
your
careful.
release timelines.
What you do
don't do crunch
affects
time.
the
Don't do day
whole
5.
community. So
also,
please be aware.
also, one last thing. Arnold, can you react to the Strangerhood?
Thank you guys for coming to the panel. You guys have been awesome. We have to head out now.